Hello and welcome everyone to GTRC WTCC Round 2 Brandset GP tonight. Spectating the championship leader Aaron Shaheen in the free practice. 4 minutes to go to the qualifying. Good field grid so far. Let's see who we have in here. Ten cars currently in it. Fastest guy on tracks at the moment, Aaron Shaheen, Logan Greatrex, Tom Holland in the Atenza on P3 so far, Joe Whedon, followed by Mies van der Koek, who's giving his debut in the Subaru WRX GR4. Kevin Hams is back for Team Spirit after missing 2 rounds in the BMW M4. Currently missing his teammate Oscar Guerrera. Also on his comeback, Alvin Ekström for Virtual Driven Exotics in the Mitsubishi Lancer Evo. Ruben Serrao is reserving for the currently staying in Spain championship second, Jordo van der Speck. Trying to extend the lead for Team Halex in the team championship. Unfortunately, we're still missing Paul Canales, who left a great impression on the first 2 rounds, but yeah, as a signed-in reserve driver, potentially you might not be able to do every single round. I hope the sound of my PlayStation is not too bad. Cooling it with ice at the moment, still 30 degrees in Germany. Can't see Sutter's fastest lap, but currently on P2 of the guys who are in. Hello, Pekka. Greets to Spain. And yeah, it's Brands Hatch. It's the second stage of the European trip from GTRC WTCC. Hallo Stefan, schön, dass du eingeschaltet hast. And yeah, it's a home Grand Prix for the majority of the grid. We see Sutters, we see Greatrex, we see Holland, Whedon, all from the UK. A few guys from the UK still missing. It's close to the qualifying. Hello, Cordel. So for the usual GTRC spectators, this is two of my friends from Germany. Wanting to see what we are doing here tonight. So behave on track, let's have a clean race. And the qualifying is on the line. A little trip in the gravel for Great Rex. Let's get the race informations and see who's first on track. It seems to be again Tom Holland, who might go on the first flying lap. Always one of the first guys in the On the Edge Motorsport. Mazda Atenza GR4. Brands Hatch is a really difficult track, especially the Grand Prix layout, with a lot of fast corners, difficult corners, where you want to carry as much speed as possible. And Holland is now going on his first flying lap. On his way to Paddock Hill Bend, one of the key points, and one of the points we get a lot of action, I think, after the start. A little bit wide, touch the gravel, but not that bad. Up to Druids, good overtaking spot. In the free practice we saw laps in the 28s. A little bit wide on the exit there for Holland. Cerejo, I think, will not have a fast lap this time. Nice little drifty from Holland. And we'll see what he's able to do on his first flying lap. Auch dir einen schönen Abend, Chris. Ich werde dir kein U-Yeah geben. So, the first flying lap for Holland is a 1:30. Van der Koek is almost 1/10 behind. Yeah, we saw the little trouble Ruben Cerejo had before. Ekström now on P3 provisional. Great Rex is the next one to cross the line. Not his best lap so far, on P5. Let's see what Sam Siltala for the BNR team can do. P4 at the moment. Whedon the next one to cross the line. Jumped his teammate. And Shaheen now on a purple lap, the championship leader. What can he do? Jumped Sutters by almost a second with a 1:29.456. And Sutters nearly a tenth ahead of Tom Holland. So Shaheen setting the first benchmark. Will not improve at this lap. Kevin Hams had a really bad lap. Able to see Great Rex currently on his personal best. Let's stay with him till the end of the lap. Still 10 minutes to go in the qualifying. It's a really short track, you can do a lot of laps compared to other tracks. Now running up to Ekström. Maybe you can catch a little bit of slipstream. Nah, it's a bit too wide off. Let's see if you can improve. Yes, improved by a second. P6 so far. Really close gaps except Aaron Shaheen. Siltala improving by 4/10. I think now most guys will get on fresh tires. And Sutter's currently on a purple lap. 1.5 tenths off. I think the fast corners are really good for the front wheel cars, but they might get a little bit of struggle at the end of the stint when the front tires are a little bit more worn. Not purple anymore, but still a good lap. Still the chance to get provisional pole. This was not perfect, and is giving a better penalty. Good attempt, backing up to the pits. Shaheen now on the next flying lap. Uh, 0.178 off his own personal best. So he's on his way to increase the gap to more than half a second again. Dominant leading in the championship so far. Was on podium every race. And will increase his lead in the championship because his teammate Van der Speck is not there, and the main opponent on points is currently Sutters, more than 50 points off. What a time, 28.980 by Shaheen. Extended the gap to Sutters to 8/10 again, who's currently on his outlap. Siltala close to his PB in Sector 1. Let's see if we can find somebody who's improving. Van der Koek on a good P7 at the moment. On his debut. 2 privateers again. Can improve, really close to his PB. Except Tom Holland, the 4-wheel drive seems a little bit of struggling at Brands Hatch. Usually the best cars in the grid. But at the moment, only Tom Holland is the guy who can be fast on a 4-wheel driven powertrain. The rest of the top 5 is 2 front-wheel driven cars, 2 rear-wheel driven cars. And Great Rex is the next one on a 4-wheel drive. Six minutes to go. Shaheen in the pits again, going for another fresh set of tires. And Van der Koek is not improving. Whedon with quite a big gap, but he's improving. Almost 2/10 faster than his personal best at Sector 1. A good sign, because there's more than 3/10 to the guy in front of him. Still gaining time on his own time. And it's not the biggest gap to Great Rex, so P6 is in range. Seemed like a bit of drift, but could have been lax. The Brit on his home Grand Prix and the camouflage virtual driven exotics car. Schönen guten Abend dir auch, Ela. Joe Whedon after sector 3. Just 1/10 faster than his personal best. What is time over the line? Oh, 1:34. Gained a lot in the final sector. Jumped Great Rex and Van der Kook and is currently on P6. While we have Ruben Serrao on his personal best, trying to get closer to the front row. The race winner of Red Bull Ring, race 2. Impressive performance on his debut. 0.372 faster now, so this seems like a really fast one. Let's stay with him for a while. Oh, there's the penalty, half a second penalty. Will invalidate his lap, and he was on a good lap so far. And there's the new guy in the front row. It's Sam Siltala in the B&R Audi TT GR4. Jumped Sutters by a tenth. And did another personal best on sector 1. Lost a bit of time. Beautiful sound of the car. Now 3.5 tenths off. But Sutters is improving and is going to the finish line. Can he take back his second position? Really, really close to the pit wall. And that was a close one. Really great time for Will Sutters. Gained 7 tenths to his personal best. And shows that he can play in the league with Aaron Shaheen, the championship leader. Holland did his PP with backing up in the pits. Trying to go for another shot. Will be really close. Whedon jumped Great Rex by 16 thousandths. Van der Kook on P8, Ekström on P9, and Kevin Hams can't find the pace. A second off Ekström, the guy in front of him. No purple time for Shaheen. Well, it was a purple time for Shaheen. Half a second extended the gap to Sutters, and it's 1 minute left till the qualifying. Shaheen will not go for a faster lap. Let's see if we can find the sector time from Siltala. Improving. Almost 6 tenths faster than his PB. Could make him jump Sutters again if he hits the final corner. Looked a little bit wide, a little bit off the apex. And way farther to the pit wall. 3 tenths. Sutters currently in the pits. Siltala 29.414. Can't see Sutter's times, unfortunately. Ham's not on a fast lap anymore. Ekström not on a fast lap. Great Rex went wide, risking a lot. Serrayo's car shaking a bit, trying to pass Whedon. Currently in the third row of the grid, should be P5. On his way to the second row, maybe. Hello Oscar, nice to see you in the chat. Would prefer to see you on the track. And we stay with Serrayo. And is going to P2. Maybe P4, I think. Because Sutter should have been faster. Final grid, we will see. Rent race is starting. And pray for the television cam on the front. Let's stay with Mies van der Koek on the start. Shahin in front, Sutters on P2, Siltala P3, Serrayo on P4, Holland on P5, Van der Koek on his debut P6, Whedon on P7, Great Rex P8, Ekström P9, Hams on P. Think good. And Serrayo exited the lobby. Shahin with a great start. Holland on P2 currently, but Sutters in Druids gained P2. Shahin still a gap of 1 second after the start. Whedon, great start too on P4. That's the advantage of the four-wheel driven cars. Siltala went back to P5. Hams P7, Great Rex P8, and Van der Koek. We couldn't see a start, but there might be a little bit of trouble. Great picture that we have, the television cam from lap 1. 15 laps to go. Unfortunately, Serrayo backed out a little bit too early. Expected that we have a start glitch. And after lap 1, there's Aaron Shahin leading 1 second ahead of Will Sutters. Or his game crashed. Unlucky Ruben. But there's a second race, no problem, no problem. And Whedon, we had a few people who went wide in Paddock Hill Bend. And Hams might be one of him, currently on P9. Great Rex under pressure from Van der Kook. Both Subarus hunting each other down. And Siltala past Whedon. Ekström went wide, lost a few positions, and Van der Kook past Great Rex. A lot of action in the grid. And Great Rex passed again. And this was a really, really dirty move by Van der Kook. And Great Rex now at the end of the grid after getting punted off. Especially under a penalty, you should not do that. You should not do that anyway, but... So let's see what's happening on the front. Shaheen and Sutters running away. Shaheen 7.5 tenths ahead of Sutters. 4 tenths to Siltala. So these two guys are dominating so far. Siltala in the TT on P3, hunted by Tom Holland and Joe Whedon. Will Holland attack in the slipstream? Siltala blocking the inside line, no chance for Holland to get past. These three guys fighting will definitely help Shaheen and Sutters. To increase their lead. And there's the attack from Sutters. Outside line against Shaheen. One of them has to back out. You can't go side by side to... Yeah, and Shaheen is lifting off. Side by side to Paddock Hill Bend. Impossible. Change of the lead, and will Sutters be the first one to beat a Halex car this season? Stay a bit with the fight for the lead. If the camera switches, we might get a look to the guys who are a bit behind. Had a bit of the impression that Whedon lost slightly the contact to the battle for P3. And Shaheen is really, really close on the top speed sections. In the corners, Sutters has the advantage of the lightweight front right car. But, can he get into position to pass Sutters? In the slipstream, getting really close, going to the outside. Sutters is blocking. But Shaheen can make it to the inside line. Up to Druids. Better line for Shaheen. Side by side racing. This is what we want to see. Next corner is for Sutters. And Shaheen made it for the first time. We will see if Sutters can counter. Really, really impressive racing by these two guys. Really respectful, and this is what we want to see. Siltala and Holland really, really, really close to each other. And yeah, the impression was right. Whedon lost a bit of the contact. And Holland is showing that he's still in great shape after his double podium at Red Bull Ring. Getting closer and closer to Siltala. Searching for the slipstream. And will we see a similar maneuver what we saw from Shaheen and Satas earlier? No. We see a little bit of a punt maybe. So on the stream it was contact. But it doesn't seem that it really affected Siltala, so it might just the result of a lag. So now Holland is the second Brit on the podium, but Siltala is not giving up. And while they're fighting, Whedon is the lucky guy who might be able to catch up again. A bit more to the grid. Then 10 seconds, I think the top 5 are at the moment pretty sorted. Van der Koek on P6, Kevin Hams P7, Ekström on P8, and Dreitrex on P9. The gaps are pretty big. These guys, they might be struggling a lot on this track. Whedon still getting PB, and we have a penalty from Tom Holland. And Sutter's the first one in the pits. Shine staying out. And as it seems, Sutter's is the only one in the pit so far. So the Scirocco seems to be like a little fuel-sucking bitch, because everyone else could stay on the track. But good for him. Perfect timing of the pit stop. 8-second gap on fresh tires. Trying the undercut on Shaheen. Let's keep an eye on Sutters. And let's see if Shaheen is going to the pits now. He is. Really, really difficult entrance. Siltala in the pits too. And yeah, it seems that everyone else is pitting now. Sutters on the start-finish line. Came out behind Shaheen, but with warm tires. Trying to do the switchback. Covering the inside line. This is finest racing, what these guys are delivering here. Sutters made the pass. Shaheen still on his rear. Again side by side. Sutters going really defensive, covering completely the inside line. Gives Shaheen the opportunity to go for the better exit. If this fight is keep going, see Holland and Sampa are still quite close. Whedon gained a bit of time on the pit stop. If these guys are not fighting too much, and Satas and Shaheen still stay that close and in that defensive way, we might get Holland and Siltala, maybe Whedon as a third party. We were at 8 seconds, now we are on 6.5. Still 8 laps to go, or 7.5. 6.5, sorry. And Shaheen is searching for the way around Sutters. This Scirocco seems double sized now. No way on the left, no way on the right. Again, trying it on the outside line. With the better exit, a little bit of overspeed, but the inside line for Sutters. In Druids. And the next change of the lead. But Shaheen went wide. Would give Sutters the better line. Awesome, guys, what you're doing here. Absolutely awesome. It will be really hard to search the rest of the grid for some action that is even close to this, what these guys are delivering here. I think we go for one more paddock hill bend, one more Druid section. Ooh, Shaheen touched a bit the grass. Almost lost the car, good catch. And Sato's line is super tight. You always see a little bit of dust on the inside line. Shaheen in the gravel. And with now a gap of 7.5 tenths, we can see what happened to Siltala. Currently we have Holland in P3 with Whedon on his ass, and Siltala lost a lot of time. You can see on what lap, 132, 133. Oh, it must have been this lap, because the other ones even a bit faster. But this is an interesting fight too. Whedon flashing his light. On his hunt for his first GTRC WTCC podium. This is really, really on the edge motorsport. Holland now gaining some time. Siltala on a lonely road at the moment. So yeah, it was a bigger mistake. Lost him about 7 6 to 7 seconds. Hams currently on P6. Good recovery from him. Even if he can't get involved in the race for P5 or higher. Van der Kook on his debut, P7 at the moment. Might go for the attack. Well, that was an easy one. Well, Kevin outbraked himself. Ekström on P8. Great Rex P9. Can Great Rex get closer? Really inconsistent lap times, unfortunately. Like we see it on Ekström too. And Shaheen made his way back to the front. Sutter still on his rear, not giving up, hunting his first victory of the season. And the lap times boasted a 1:29.5 on race pace. While fighting, this is really, really impressive. And Whedon passed Holland, but having a half-second penalty. Really shaky. Holland is not that far away. Touch the grass a bit. And Siltala is catching up. Keep an eye on the standings, but I will want not to miss the pass between Holland, who's really, really, really on the limit at the moment, and Whedon, who's now getting closer to the penalty burn zone. Whedon has to burn it. Car is slowing down. But Holland couldn't make it. Maybe now on the way to Peterkill Bend. Oh, risky maneuver, a little bit of contact there. Pushed Whedon a little bit into the gravel. Couldn't see what happened there in Druids. We had a bit of lag, and now Whedon has 1.5 seconds. And Siltala, the BNR TT, on his ass. While the battle for P1 seems to sort. Shaheen with an absolute banger lap. 29.0, while Sutters was on the 37.85. But still nothing lost for Sutters. P2 is pretty secured. Oh, while I said this, he made a little journey into the gravel. Gap is now over 4 seconds in the last lap. Seems a little bit struggling with his tires. You see, compared to Shaheen's tires, the front tires are really, really burned. And Shaheen on his way to his 4th victory this season, I think. Yes, the 4th victory in the season. And Holland, Whedon, and Siltala fighting for the podium. Holland on his personal best. The incident with Whedon might be sorted after this with the stewards, but let's stay with the fight till the end. I think in the front nothing is really happening. So we stay with Holland, who's 7/10 to Whedon, who has currently care more about Siltala than on Holland. Shaheen, race win 4 this season. Sutter's crossing the line as second. And Tom Holland with his third podium in a row, followed by Whedon, followed by Siltala, Van der Koer and Hams fighting for P6. Seems the better end for Hams in the Team Spirit car. Yes, he will definitely make it. P7 for Van der Koer on his debut. Ekström finishing 8th. And Great Rex on P9. Seventh race, 7th victory for the Halex squad. So the next 10 minutes qualifying will start. I will mute myself for a while. A familiar picture, the winning screen for Shaheen. It seems that it will be really hard to stop him to become champion on his debut season. So we're now on the way to qualifying race 2. Ruben Soreo in the second Halex car is back in the grid after his game crashed. And here we are back after a little drinking break with qualifying 2 for the second race. Great Rex will be the first one to set a fast lap. Unlucky race 1 for him after a great qualifying. What will be the first benchmark in this qualifying? Looks like a 30, 31, 32. Definitely can do it better. Ham's currently purple, followed by Thoreo. Guess it was Thoreo. Yes, back in the lobby. Hopefully his game doesn't crash again. And Hams with a 138. And Thoreo now on provisional pole, spinning his car out. It was a bit risky and paddock hill bend. And Holland now on P2. Siltala on his outlap. Whedon on his outlap. Shaheen on his outlap. Van der Koek crossed the pit lane. 3-second penalty, but not that important on an outlap. Sutters and Ekström still in the pits. No reason to say 26 seconds off his PB. Five-tenth purple, Tom Holland should go for provisional pole now. Last corner from him. Should jump Thoreo by far. Yes. Nearly half a second purple. Sutter's now getting on track. Nice little drift there by Hams. Interesting way to warm up the tires. And now the rest is on his flying lap. Let's stay with Whedon, who's going for 131.6. Currently P4. Shaheen purple. But how much? 1.4 seconds. 1:28.781. Going back to the pits for fresh tires. Let's say with Siltala, great qualifying in the first race. I think without his mistake in the mid-race, his chances to get a podium were a lot bigger. Let's see what he can do. 1:28.9. Crashed to 1:29 bar in the TT. 2 seconds off Shaheen. 2 seconds, not 2/10 of Shaheen. Sorry for that. While Thoreo jumped Holland. Let's see, where is Sutters? Sutters on his first flying lap. In the qualifying. Maybe his only one. Because the race is about to start in 2 minutes. Might take a second shot. Ekström still in the pits. Seems that he's not going for a fast lap in this qualifying. Not seeing purple sectors. And we're not seeing the 28, we're seeing a 29. By Sutters, currently P4. And Siltala jumped Şahin. The BNR car currently on provisional pole. Şahin on his outlap. Might be close to the race start. Starting yet. Great wrecks on low fuel, really worn tires. A 0.244 faster than his personal best at the moment. That looked weird to the screen, it looked like a stoppie. Oh, 0.8 faster. So, might give him the opportunity to at least jump Van der Kook. It's 1.2 to Whedon. Let's see what he will finish. On P7, 2.5 tenths to Whedon. And Şahin on his final flying lap. Hunting for the pole. And this is provisional pole for Şahin. 400 faster than Siltala. What a race to the pole. Sutters on an outlap. Sereo should be on P4 at the moment. Holland will not improve under a penalty. Whedon on a penalty too. Great wrecks, I think he slowed down. Van der Kook, personal best. On P6. I think Sutters is doing, oh no, Sutters indicators are on. We're about to start race 2. This race will end the first half of the season. Let's stay with Van der Kook again. He's a little lucky charm. Now we can see the powerful start of the four-wheel driven cars compared to the rest of the grid. And Van der Koek on P3 at the moment, but immediately a penalty. Getting punted off by Tom Holland, and our lucky charm didn't work twice. A lot of contact there in the back of the grid. Van der Koek and Great Rex. Really weird. Let's see when we can get our TV cam and stay with Siltala on the front. The both Helix cars of Sereo and Shaheen are running a bit away. Hams is getting involved into this. Extreme close to, I think, yes. And Holland lost a lot of positions after he went wide. Wasn't clear to see if there was contact. After he made it to P3, Sutters is trying to get away to close the gap to the Helix cars. Sorry for the camera switches, but we have to check till we get the point when we get the TV cam. Sereo 1.5 seconds behind Shaheen, 3 seconds ahead of Will Sutters. And Shaheen seems to be unstoppable. Great Rex making his way back to the field. Well, we have a big midfield pack in the hunt. 2 penalties are popping up. 1 for Holland, 1 for Hams. Both got it too late in the lap to burn at this one. So for Whedon it is a chance to get closer to the guys, to maybe do a double overtake while they burn the penalty. Holland, rough overtake against Ekström. Hams trying to make it to the inside. It is really hard to judge at the moment, because the first lobby seemed really good from Lex, but especially this pack is shaking a lot. And now both VDE cars in a formation flight. Ekström went wide, trying to avoid contact with his teammate. Great catch from him. It is difficult to catch a car at this point because you have a lot of speed there, with fast corners, and if you touch the grass, the rear really wants to overtake your front. Hams went wide, went really wide, lost his position to Whedon, will lose a position to Ekström. And the next one went wide. it is Holland. And Sweden might be involved there too. Sweden now on P9. P5 to 9 are really fighting for their life at the moment. Let's look back to the front. Currently, Ekström is leading the pack, 8 seconds to P4. Sutter with the penalty could close the gap a bit to Sereo. Under 2 seconds. No, next lap he will have to burn a penalty. Shaheen 2.5 seconds off. Leading the grid, but let's stay here and check again if we have a TV cam. No, we have no TV cam. In this pack of wolves fighting for every position. Great Rex went a bit wide, gives Sweden the opportunity to go to the inside. Was not close enough. Ekström lost 2 positions to Holland and Hams. And I have to say that Hams is doing a really good job against all these 4-wheel drive cars. In the BMW. Great Rex went wide. And yes, this will definitely be a penalty for Sweden. Because this was predictable. And spun him off. Ekström trying to keep in contact with Hams while Holland is trying to escape. 10 seconds now to the leaders. And Sutters is getting closer and closer to Sereo. Doing PBs on 1 tires, and you see the consistency of Will Sutters. 29.7, 29.2, 29.3, 29.9, and now on his way to the next 29. Shaheen now 4 seconds in front of Sereo. And next penalty for Sutters. I think if he wouldn't pick up that many penalties, it could have been a lot closer. Sereo and Sutters now side by side to the pits. And it seemed that Sereo refueled a bit shorter while they're coming out in the middle of the fighting pack. So now it's really important to keep everything clean, because these guys will have to pit. But trying to not lose that much time to the opponent. Sereo trying to go for the inside, but Hams catching a lot of speed. And we have the TV cam finally. Half the race done, getting better pictures. Sereo is risking a lot. Whedon went wide. Ekström defending hard against Sutters. And Sutters now have to burn his penalty. Shine in the pits. And the rest of the pack will have to pit now too. But it seems that Sereo is the winner of the outlap. Siltala was in the pits and jumped Sutters and is immediately behind Sereo. Changed tires. Refueling looks good. Great stop for Siltala. And this is the advantage of having clean air. Sutters and Sereo were involved into the hottest fight we currently have on track. Holland on P5 now, got out of this fight, 3 seconds. Ekström, 3-second penalty for crossing the pit lane and lost a lot of time against Hams. Also Whedon and Great Rex. Hams changed tires too, fuel looks good. And now Ekström is going to burn his penalty. Staying off the racing line, and 3 seconds is hell. Great Rex made a good move against Whedon. Passed both VDE cars. And is now on P7. Hams 5 seconds ahead. Not the big chances for the 3 in the back. Also Tom Holland. No chance to get this 4th podium in a row. Siltala lost his position to Sutters. Now they are fighting. Could be the big advantage for Sereo to protect his 2nd place. Shaheen 9 seconds ahead. On his way to his 2nd double victory this season. Sereo 1 second ahead of Sutters and Sampa. This will be a great fight till the podium, for the podium till the end. And interesting to see the different lines. Sutters is always trying to keep it really, really close to the pit wall. Sereo went wide. Sutters now getting closer. Half a second to get now. Really, really scratched front bumper from Sutters. But yeah, there was a lot of contact after the pit stop. Trying to make his way through the pack. Top speed section, Sereo is gaining to the front wheel driven cars, but in the corners they are faster, and you see it here. Thank you for this spectacular picture, 3G7 again. Siltala picked up a penalty. Sutters immediately on the rear of Sereo. And Siltala now definitely have to do everything to not lose the contact, because with this penalty in the current half-second gap, he might lose slipstream range till the end. No, Becca, you have to stream if they do it, but it's still an interesting fight for P2. Another wide exit by Siltala and Sereo. Sutters currently look like the driver who's controlling his car the best. So there's still a fight on with Great Rex, Ekström and Whedon. Going for the inside. Great Rex a bit wide, but could keep the car in front of Whedon. And it's again Whedon who punted him off. This is not a place where you can go for the inside line. You were behind. Seems that we have a lot of stuff to sort out in the end. Another great race from Great Rex, ruined by a hard contact. Sutters made his way and is now on P2. Sereo still on his back. Now on the straight, Sutters is a genius in defending. Showed it against Shine in race 1. He knows where he has to cover and where he can go for the racing line. Siltala at the moment seems not be able to attack for the podium, and Sereo trying to make it on the outside against Sutters. And the spectacular pictures of great racing are delivered again by Will Sutters and one of the Hilux cars. This time it is Ruben Sereo in race 1. It was Aaron Shaheen, and now Sam Siltala is getting involved in the podium race on the rear of Sereo. Side-by-side racing is not the fastest way to make a track. Shaheen unimpressed, doing his 28s, 29s, having 16.5 seconds gap. I think this will be the fight to watch in the final laps. Well, let's quickly sort the grid a bit out. After these three fighting drivers, we have Holland, still a good P5, pretty protected. Kevin Hams, also protected on P6. Then Whedon, who made his way ahead of Ekström. And Great Rex, who lost it a bit after the contact. Really good lap times, till the point he was punted off. Shaheen still racing on the limit. But this is the fight we want to watch till the end of the race. I'm really sorry for Aaron Shaheen that he's not that much screen time today. But his performance was a bit too powerful. And we have three guys in a second making their way to the final lap of Brands Hatch Race 2. Now it is about to hit every corner perfect. And Sutter's hit Paddock Hill perfect, or at least better than the rest of the guys. 1 second gap. And Sereo has to care about to even get his podium home. Siltala is fighting for his first podium this season. So then we give Shaheen the screen time on the finish line. Second win. Sutters is going for P2. And I don't have the impression that Siltala can go for a move. Let's see how they come out of the last corner. Yes, it is Sutters, Sereo, Siltala. Great racing, guys. Thank you for that. Tom Holland, good P5. Lonely race for him most of the time. P5 keeps climbing in the championship. Kevin Hams, good P6 on his comeback. Whedon on P7. Ekström P8. And Great Rex will finish P9. Yeah, Ruben, it was great to spectate as well. Great job, even from Great Rex. Till one situation. We keep you updated with the standings in the Discord, but Aaron Shaheen with a double victory extended the lead. Will Sutters should be now on P2 in the championship. Siltala should be able to climb. Sereo, of course, in a second race. Let's save the replay. and we'll see you next week. I hope you enjoyed. I hope my PlayStation was not too loud. I hope the ice worked. And we'll see you next week and in the Discord. Goodbye.